Probably heard that we canceled the trip. We have all the cards. We're not going to spend 15 hours in airplanes all the time going back and forth to be giving a document that was not good enough. And so
Wait, stop scrolling for a second. You need to see how the landscape in DC just completely shifted with one sentence. While the media is falling apart over a dinner, there's a massive chess move happening with Iran that no one is talking about. This is high-stakes power play at its peak.
that was not good enough. And so we'll deal by telephone, and they can call us anytime they want. Again, we have all the cards. They have no military left, practically. They have no leaders left. We don't know who the leaders are. Nobody knows who the leader. I don't think they know who the leaders are, very importantly. So
Did you catch that specific energy? He's basically telling the entire world that an 18-hour flight isn't worth his time unless the deal is perfect. It's that we have all the cards mentality that absolutely drives the DC establishment insane because it breaks every rule of traditional diplomacy. Look at the body language here. He's boarding Air Force One, and he's not just leaving, he's sending a message. He knows that in a negotiation, the person willing to walk away first is the one in control. The media tries to frame this as chaos, but if you look closer, it's actually a very calculated blockade. They're sitting on 40 shipping firms with sanctions while the world waits for a phone call. It's wild to see the contrast between the panicked reporters we saw earlier and this level of "phone us when you're ready" confidence. It's almost like a high-stakes poker game where one side just showed they aren't afraid to fold the hand to win the tournament.
I will not go this year. I am not going to go this year because I won't grace him with my presence.
Having Donald Trump speak at the White House Correspondents' Dinner where the free press is honored is like having a cannibal host a vegan.
Okay, we have to talk about the cannibal at a vegan event line because that is peak media melodrama. Did you see the sheer panic on their faces? They are genuinely grappling with the fact that they can't ignore him anymore. It's fascinating because for years they said he was an enemy to the press, yet here they are, absolutely obsessed with whether or not he's going to show up at their own dinner. This is what living rent-free looks like. They want to take a stand, but they also can't resist the ratings and the entertainment his team is promising. It really shows the disconnect between the newsrooms and the reality of the political landscape. They're so focused on the damage of the last 10 years that they've lost the ability to actually report on the policy moves happening behind the scenes. It's like watching a group of people try to hold back a tide with a bucket. It's just not working.
Is this a hill, politically speaking, that you're willing to die on? I made reference to the House members from Pennsylvania, the Democrats, and what they say or won't say about John Fetterman.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the only Democrat to stand with Israel. Yeah, it's a die. I could never be just sitting quiet or saying things that I don't happen to believe to. Like, I know what polls say consistently. As long as this goes on, Israel becomes more and more toxic, but I'm always going to lean in more. And so, yes, thank you for asking. Yes, it is a die to haul on because a lot more things are more important than my standing in the Democratic Party. This is such a profound situation. If we walk away from this just because Trump might be perceived as losing it, but America definitely would lose, and Israel especially, and the region as well, too.
Now, this is the part that should actually shock you. Seeing John Fetterman basically become the unicorn of the Democratic Party right now is a plot twist no one saw coming. Look at his face when he's asked if this is the hill he's willing to die on. He doesn't even hesitate. He's standing there saying that the survival of an ally and preventing a nuclear Iran is more important than his own standing in the party. That is a massive shift. Usually, politicians follow the polls like they're the gospel, but he's calling out the shift in his own base and saying, "I don't care." It's rare to see that kind of raw conviction in DC lately. He's essentially betting his career on a principle, even if it makes him an outcast among his peers. You can tell the interviewer is almost stunned by the lack of political dodging. It's a complete departure from the typical party line script we've been hearing all day.
Of feeling like garbage. I really want the people putting stuff into the space to be the kinds of people who are like, I see how shitty it feels to hate your countrymen. I see how crappy it feels to every day feel like you can't afford things, but also feel like everybody around you is the enemy. Like nobody, our nervous systems can't take it. It's 10 years of Trump. They've done us all damage. And so like, can we repair that damage? Not by going back. We're never going back. By building something new forward together. What do you do with like military guys or anybody else from all these different backgrounds? You have to do a project together. Well, guess what the project is, guys? It's America. It is not building us into like the Chinese Communist Party. It's not Russia. It's here. It's this thing we do here together.
Check out the perspective here. This reporter is talking about 10 years of damage and trying to build something forward together. It sounds like a plea for sanity, but it also reveals how exhausted everyone is with the constant friction. Did you notice the mention of military guys and different backgrounds needing a project? It's a subtle admission that the country needs a common goal to stop the internal fighting. But the irony is that while they talk about repairing damage, the global stage is moving faster than ever. It's a reminder that while the talking heads are focused on feelings and nervous systems, the actual mechanics of the country, like the military and the economy, are still moving forward. It's a deep look into the psychological fatigue that has taken over the Capitol.
Freedom of speech caucus bill.
What's it say?
There are a bunch of us that are going to be wearing these. These are from the Reporters Committee for the Free Press.
President Donald Trump absolutely, positively cannot withstand anyone making fun of him. And so he has not gone to the correspondents' dinner ever since he has been president, ever. Except now this year, he says he's going. And it is, shall we say, awkward that this president will attend an event that is supposed to honor and celebrate the free press in this country.
Look at the visual of the free press stickers and the pocket Bill of Rights. They're treating a formal dinner like a literal battlefield. It's this weird mix of moral superiority and total confusion. They're convinced that wearing a sticker is a revolutionary act, while the person they're fighting is about to walk into the room and take the stage. It highlights how symbolic the resistance has become. Instead of debating the merits of the Iran blockade or the economic shifts, the focus is on the awkwardness of the dinner seating. It's a perfect example of why so many people are tuning out the mainstream coverage. When the stickers become the headline, you know the actual news is being buried. That was a lot to process. What do you think? Is the media finally losing its grip? Drop a comment below and let's talk.